Get this with the 2,000 likes, my people. Who did more for Jamaica? Edward Seaga or PJ Patterson? PJ Patterson find himself in some dangerous waters. Like the video, share the video, my people. Listen to this.
He has done nothing more than to reach into your pockets and take out more taxes. That is all the PNP has done. That is the sum of the economic policy of the PNP. Jamaica has been involved in a long struggle. Literally, we have been in the wilderness for 40 years. We are now beginning to see the realization of the true destiny of the Jamaican people. To live in peace, to be productive, and to be prosperous. May God bless you, and may God bless Jamaica land.
Alright, so let's move on from that to the question again. Who did more for Jamaica, my people? Edward Seaga or PJ Patterson? Now, PJ Patterson right now find himself in some very sticky situations, my people. Comrades, everybody of Jamaica right now, leave a like on the video and share the video. This is where it gets interesting. Now, of course, PJ Patterson has been harshly criticizing Prime Minister Andrew Holness-led administration for the mismanagement of a couple things. But on the broader shelf, it is for Jamaica on a whole, which includes the health sector, the roads, the economy, and a whole heap of things. You understand? Which the number one topic, of course, is the reform, which Mark Golding said he won't support. The only way he will support is if they remove the Privy Council and work with the CCJ. I think we established that fact already. But now it's to the point now where they are trying to see what the real reason why Mark Golding now is not doing this. Because ultimately they're saying that the Prime Minister and his move to now move over as a reform is a con to the Jamaican people. That's according to him. Leave a like on the video, my people, and share the video. Now, PJ Patterson has now came out and backed the People's National Party and Mark Golding for this move, saying that we need to come out of the King Yard and stop using court as well. Okay? Now, it's getting interesting. Now, since saying those things and harshly criticizing Prime Minister Andrew Holness, my people, you just heard some of the things that were said a while ago by Andrew Holness, saying that PJ Patterson didn't accomplish anything. The only thing he did was put his hand in your pocket further and run the country in a tax and debt. You understand? And the list goes on and on. The people must say PJ Patterson too much because it's a little too late for him come talk now based on his track record as a Prime Minister. Okay? They're saying that PJ Patterson need to find himself somewhere to go sit down as a old man because his track record is not a good one. Now, making his debut now in the argument is the Jamaica Labour Party, and that is Tavares-Finson, who now hits back against the government criticisms from PJ Patterson. Now, St. James, Jamaica, the Senate President Tavares-Finson says the former Prime Minister PJ Patterson should maintain his silence about the government handling of the country. What he must say PJ need to do ultimately? Shut up. You understand? He's saying that PJ Patterson need to shut him out as it relates to the management of the country. He says that if Patterson is the best that the PNP has to offer, this confirms that the Mark Golding-led PNP is bankrupt in terms of ideas to move Jamaica forward. Quite frankly, given the devastating and painful impact of his administration on the quality of life of the most Jamaicans, PJ Patterson would best advise to resume his silence on the issue of gains made in several areas, suggested Tavares-Finson in an audio note. Now, with a general election constitutionally due later this year, Patterson, who came out swinging, has made it clear that the time has come for a change in government. PJ Patterson says, and I quote, "We have to change course. We are moving in the wrong direction. The moral order is under siege and the social order in decay. We have to move to rescue the rescue of Jamaica land we love. The time to restore the precipice of transparency and accountability, stated Patterson, who served as 3-term Prime Minister between 1992 to 2006. PJ Patterson has been ranked as Jamaica's longest serving Prime Minister in history. Okay? So people are saying that the 3 terms them will get him ruin Jamaica. That's what they're saying. And some people would have said, well, if PJ Patterson was that bad, then how him get to serve so long? That is an argument too. But we're going to move right along with people. Now, Patterson was addressing a People's National Party Region 6 symposium in St. James recently. Among the areas of criticisms that Patterson identified are roads, health, and poverty. Okay? Now, he says that not even before the day as of asphalt, when it was rock stone roads, have I seen the roads in Jamaica in such a state of dilapidation and despair, he said. No, the government is currently addressing the issue under a $45 billion shared prosperity through accelerated improvement to our road network Spark project. Now, in response, the Senate President reminded Patterson of a promise he made during his administration. Now, it is unfortunate that he appears to think that Jamaica will forget that it was his administration that Jamaica would be pothole free by 2003. I remember that saying the other day when it was mentioned by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Now, Patterson must be able to recall that his government stewardship was so wretched that it contributed heavily to the meltdown of the financial sector, and one of his own cabinet members confessed that the Patterson administration had presided over the greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich since slavery was abolished, stated Tavares-Finson. But no. Regarding healthcare, the former Prime Minister pointed to Cornwall Regional Hospital Rehabilitation Project, which had experienced increased in cost and completion delays, as an example of what he described as a sector bordering on complete failure. Now, starting with the $1.2 billion, and it is now $21.5 billion, and mounting, and the hospital is still incomplete. Nowhere else in the world but Jamaica could have a project like that, and not even one head roll, questioned Patterson. Now, in the past, Health Minister Christopher Tufton argued that there are no cost overrun, and the delays were as a result of years of inadequate maintenance, which led to the failure and sick building up being, well, rescoped onto a new facility. Okay, now the Senate President claimed that this was during what he termed as the PNP destructive era, when the mismanagement of the economy was so poor that there was no room to invest in upgrades the key sectors without borrowing from, well, multilaterals and rocking a national debt. Now, Patterson also delved into the government's claims of prosperity. Now, despite all the boast of prosperity and despite the economic indexes, there are too many families which are simply not able to make ends meet, argued Patterson. Now, the Senate President, Tavares-Finson, should have reminded Patterson that while he was Prime Minister, the unemployment rate was at a record high at 16.5%, and murder spiraled from 414 to 1,674 per calendar year. He said Patterson presided over an era when Jamaica was officially branded by the international media as a murder capital of the world. Tavares-Finson noted that the government of the Prime Minister Andrew Holness has recognized that there is much to be done. So that is what they're saying, dissecting and of course debating and rebutting everything that PJ Patterson has been saying, and they are ultimately saying that he need to lock him out. Which one did better? Edward Seaga or PJ Patterson? That is it, my people. By God blessing again. We'll do this tomorrow. Like and share the video. I'm out.